everybody, welcome back. It is our fourth grade team. We have Mrs. Doomer, Mrs. Miller, I'm Miss Callan, and Mrs. Erickson. Our EAs this year are going to be Mrs. Brewster, Mrs. Schaefer, and Mrs. Kennard. So we're going to talk a little bit about what life in fourth grade is going to look like, okay? So take it away, Mrs. Erickson.
All right. So we're going to talk about at-home expectations for hybrid and remote learners. So we want to make sure you always are presenting yourself as you would in the classroom. So no PJs, no blankets, no animals, and please no breakfast on Zoom calls. Have a dedicated school workspace, so a space where you can just have your things for school and not, any other interruptions or anything like that. And make sure you follow all directions for completing assignments and take your time on your work. We don't want to see that you've had your day's worth of work and you're finished in 10 minutes because that's not giving your best effort. So we really want to focus on that and doing a really good job on everything that you do.
All right. We are so excited to be having more live Zooms, especially for our at-home remote learners, so that they can feel really like they're a part of our community. So some norms. Please be in the waiting room at the approximate start times. In the first few weeks of school, due to the increased safety measures and the procedures, we may be having some delays in our starting times, so please just be patient, wait in the waiting room until we let you in. Our morning meeting and daily language Zooms will be approximately from 8:05 to 8:15. Our lunch Zoom will be approximately 11:15 to 11:35, and then our read aloud Zoom will be approximately 12:45 to 12:55. And then on Wednesdays for our fully remote kiddos, this is only the fully remote kiddos, we'll be having a Zoom for them from 8 to 8:30.
So this is new to JA. It's a school-wide template that we'll be using so that everybody's on the same page about what your kid is supposed to be doing during the week. So these templates, especially for fourth grade, will be on our website and on Seesaw. It will be updated the weekend prior to the following week's work. So you will have the whole weekend to go over that, know what you're going to be doing, and go over it with your child so that you guys and us are on the same page. So on this template, every day when you are at home, whether you are hybrid or remote, you will be clicking on a link to take attendance, and that is time-stamped. There will be scheduled Zoom meetings that Mrs. Doomer was talking about, and then you will have assignments broken down by subject that will be listed here. However, for the first 2 weeks of school, we are using that to build community, to do assessments, to teach our hybrid kids how to use Seesaw, so we will not be doing any new instruction. For those first 2 weeks, we will be doing a lot of extra practice and review from the end of third grade. So on the first 2 templates that you will see, a lot of this will be blank. Don't freak out about that. You just need to scroll to the bottom of the document and you will see everything in the recommended extra practice section there. And that's it for right now.
All right, we'll talk about some late and missing work policies. Even though we're gonna have a crazy year, one of the things that we like to focus on in fourth grade is just having students be responsible and take ownership of their own work. And so we do have a policy for work that is late. So 1 day late is going to be 25% off of that final grade. 2 days late, 50, 3 days, 75, and you get the drift there. So, all right.
Thank you. So writing and spelling, those will be my 2 areas of focus for remote learners and the hybrid learners that will be doing that kind of work. So we use the Wonders curriculum for reading, writing, spelling, and grammar. It's kind of a culmination of everything all in one place. Students will engage with a variety of authentic texts in whole class and small group instruction. So we'll be doing writing assignments that start with Wonders. We have a journal you guys are going to be writing in and have topics on that. So just really focusing on writing and of course spelling every week. We'll have spelling tests, be word lists and everything as well. So Mrs. Doomer.
All right. So for reading and grammar, this is also part of the Wonders program. So that's for reading, writing, spelling, and grammar again. Students will be engaging in a variety of authentic texts in whole class and small groups. And then we also plan on doing our small group reading groups as well. And then we also would really like to do our novel studies this year, but that's going to be a to be determined thing.
So when your kids are at school, your homeroom teacher will be teaching them all of the necessary subjects. But for when you are at home, remote or hybrid, I will be instructing math. And we are going to be using the Math Expressions curriculum. It's what JA's used for a while, so you guys should be really well versed in that. But I will also be supplementing with Khan Academy and probably some other resources as well. One essential thing for 4th grade is to be practicing those multiplication facts and division facts daily. Even if you mastered them in 3rd grade, we still want you to practice them because that'll just make math super easy for you.
Okay, cool. On to social studies. So I will be coordinating social studies and science this year. And even if you're at home, if you're in school, we have some super awesome social studies and science stuff that we get to do this year. So one of the big things that we focus on is American history, the American Revolution, U.S. Constitution, early presidents, all that good stuff. We talk about the bigger picture in world history. We talk about, we're going to start off with geography and map skills. We have an awesome medieval Europe unit, early Islamic civilization, African kingdoms, and a really cool unit on the dynasties of China. And then moving on to science as well. We do a lot in 4th grade with note-taking skills that are really essential for students as they get into higher grades. And then our topics include the circulatory and respiratory systems, electricity, and Mrs. Doyle is going to be doing a lot of really cool experiments with that later. Earth-changing surface, lots of rocks and minerals, weather. All right.
So in 4th grade, we really try to instill responsibility and initiative in our students. So on Wednesdays, if they need to get a hold of us, we are asking that they use email and or Seesaw, and we will be designating 2 hours that morning from 9 to 11 for those students to get a hold of us.
All right. And some important reminders for success in 4th grade. Please check all the assignments under the weekly planner. Very, very important. Parents and students need to check Infinite Campus for grades and missing assignments every other week. And, and the slides below, you can see more about us as individual teachers.
All right, we're excited to have you guys.